Hello, this is Robert. I'm here on myfxbook.com. My screen name you can see up here at the top is FX Player, and today I want to go over a couple of the systems that I have and some tips on how to filter down and judge the quality of the system that is on myfxbook.com. So if we click on systems here, we're going to see that at the time I'm making this video, there's over 769 systems that are found on myfxbook.com. What I do, and I suggest that you do, if you're ever developing a system, testing a system, or trying to see if a system is worth your time, always go to the filters on the left hand side here. Now I'm going to show you some of my parameters and some parameters that I suggest you pick also when looking at a particular trading system. The first one here is gain. You can keep that at 0. Profit is profit, so that's what we're going to want to look at. Systems that are making profit. Drawdown, this is an important one. And this is of course personal preference, but for the purpose of this demonstration, let's go ahead and put the drawdown at 10%. So at most, the drawdown should only be 10% in the systems that we are going to look at today. System age, let's go ahead and look at systems that are at least 3 months old. So at least 3 months old. System type, technical or fundamental, that really doesn't matter. You can keep that at any. Trading type, manual, automated, or mixed. I'm going to pick manual, and here's why. I like looking at systems. I develop systems that are traded manually. The system could have very defined parameters on when to enter, exit, and what leverage you're going to trade, but I like to have a live person, a real trader, making the decisions and actually making the clicks and entering the orders. Why is that? Because in my personal experience doing many tests on EAs and robots, I have not personally have had good success or seen good success with a retail robot. That point could be debated, but for this particular video we're going to stick with manual trading systems. Broker, you can keep that at all. Account type, any, real, or demo. This is another important filter that you want. Always pick real when you're looking. Any real trader will know that trading a demo account or a hypothetical backtest is totally different than trading real live cash. So trading real money, in my opinion, is the only way to get a good, accurate gauge on a trading system. Traded in the last 6 months, let's go ahead and say the last 6 months it had activity. Trading activity. Here's another important filter. Any, public, or private. Personally, I want to look at systems that are made public. This is a very important decision right here. Why? Because you want to make sure that the particular system is not hiding anything, and we're going to look at that here in a minute when we break down my two systems I'm going to show you. So for this particular demonstration, let's select public. Currency, any, results per page. We're going to hit search. Now if you notice, we just filtered down over 700 systems down to 25. Putting these simple parameters in, we only have 25 systems left. 25 systems that pass this reasonable test on the left hand side in our parameters. Now I want to show you my systems. This is one of them, FX Houston. We're in the top 20 here. And the other one that I did a test with is called FX Liberty right here. So both of the systems that I tested are in the top 20 here. So let's look deeper at FX Houston for a moment. A couple of things that I want to point out here. First of all, it's a very smooth equity curve on this test. This test was done over a period of 9 months. The returns are 51.49% over that time period. The drawdown number, 6.26%. But don't only look at this drawdown number, always look at peak to valley drawdown. So you want to take peak to valley drawdown into consideration when looking at a system. Now if we scroll down, this is what I like about myfxbook.com. They do a very good job of breaking down a lot of the results. So we see here on FX Houston that the total pips were 2,426 pips that was made over the 9-month test. And you can also look at results like profit factor, Sharpe ratio, so on and so forth. Another great feature of FX Book, it could break down the summary in a lot of detail here and show you exactly what pairs were traded, what percentage of winners and percentage of losers. And another tab that I like is this risk of ruin here. Notice here that according to myfxbook.com, with the statistics that they have, that in order to reach a 30% drawdown on this particular system, you'd have to have 82 consecutive losing trades. That's their calculations according to the data that they've collected over the 9 months. Now finally, before we go to the next system, let's look at the monthly analysis. FX Houston did not have a losing month. So each and every month was a profitable month in this system test. And of course, we ended the test here at the end of March. And finally, this is what I want you to really see, that whoever's showing you a system on FX Book is making their history public for you, so you could see the trades, the open orders and the open trades. You need to take these into consideration. My particular systems are flat at the end of each month, so the numbers that you see at the end of each month are the real numbers. There's no open trades, no floating losses. Now before we go, let's take a quick look at the second system that I tested, which I named FX Liberty. Now this system's equity curve is more choppier, but the system was designed to be that way. Over the 9-month test, it ended up at plus 11%. The drawdown number here, 5.94%. Remember, always look at peak to valley drawdown when looking at systems or developing your own system. Let's look at some of the numbers. And this is very interesting. On this particular system, after 9 months, this system was down 258 pips. Now notice, this system ended up in profit after being down 258 pips. Why? Because the system was not just developed on winners and losers, but it was developed on money management, risk management, and the proper use of leverage. So even being down 258 pips over 9 months, still had a profit factor of 1.16. Of course, the history is shown. Open trades, open orders are at 0. And let's look again at the end of the month. Every month during the test was a profitable month. Every month ended up in profit. Again, just because these two systems has a history of no losing months does not mean that they will not have losing months, and I expect both systems to have losing months incorporated into them. We just have not seen that as of yet. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that it can help educate you when looking at particular trading systems. Always look at if it's a real account or a demo account. Always make sure that you can see all of the activity of the system. Make sure you look for peak to valley drawdown, not just profit and loss, but peak to valley drawdown. And make sure you're seeing things like floating losses that could be a potential killer to your trading account. This is FX Player on myfxbook.com. Contact me directly with any comments or questions that you may have. Thank you.